So a buddy of mine was recently traveling through the southwestern part of the United States, and while he was there, he picked up a couple of cool gifts for me. The first one is a sweet coffee mug from New Mexico, White Sands National Park. It's a place I've never been to before. The other, which really got my interest, was some Pinon coffee. Now, if you've never had Pinon coffee before, what I've read and what I've seen is that the flavor is very similar to hazelnut coffee. It is something that's unique to the southwestern portion of the United States. Now, Pinon coffee isn't something that I readily see available on our store shelves out here in eastern Nebraska. So I'm really looking forward to this experience. So essentially, what you get is an Arabica style coffee that has pinon nuts mixed in with it, or roasted with it and ground with it, or pinon flavoring added to it, to again create a very unique flavor experience. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out. We're gonna get a whiff of it, see how it smells. Just smelling the package, it does smell very much like hazelnut, which is what I've read, maybe even just a little bit sweeter. We're gonna brew some up in our Mr. Coffee coffee maker. We're gonna try it out and just see how it is. Now this is made for Heart of the Desert. If you go to heartofthedesert.com and check out their website, they've got all kinds of different products for sale, and just to kind of give you an idea what they have right now, they've got wines, gift baskets, candies and cookies, variety tins and more, gourmet foods, events, featured products, and this coffee. So I'm really looking forward to trying it. And like I mentioned before, the pinon nuts, they come from a variety of pine tree called the pinon tree. I guess they're a smaller variety of pine tree. Please correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, as this is something that's new for me too. So, Heart of the Desert Pinon coffee, let's brew some up and let's just see how it is. Okay, just a couple things I want to say real quick before we show off this coffee and give you an idea about the smell profile. The Heart of the Desert coffee, it is $11.95. It is available at heartofthedesert.com, and that's for an 8-ounce bag. Something else you should probably know about this is that it says it is Arabica coffee with pinon nuts and or pinon extract. So there's a possibility that it may not be made with pinon nuts, and I know a lot of companies tend to just use the extract or the flavoring. Now, the overall look of it, it looks just almost like a medium roast. You can really tell a lot about the flavor profile of the coffee just by the color of the roast that it has. It doesn't look or smell burned. In fact, the smell is some of the strongest hazelnut borderline amaretto smell I've ever experienced in a coffee before. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's the kind of coffee that would do well without creamer, or you could maybe dress it up with some French vanilla if you want to sweeten it a little bit, or just use some half and half. But either way, we're going to go ahead and try this. Now, when I brew it, I tend to use 1 tablespoon for every 6 ounces of purified water in my Mr. Coffee coffee maker. I use a very basic, inexpensive Mr. Coffee because it gets that water up to the right temperature to properly steep the coffee and extract as much caffeine and flavor as possible. All right, now we can go ahead and brew it up. Pro tip, heat that mug up with some hot water or in the microwave before you put your coffee in it. It'll keep that flavor warmer longer, keep that lasting flavor going the whole time. So we're gonna go ahead and take a sip of the Heart of the Desert Pinon coffee and see how it is. The apartment smells wonderful right now. It smells like amaretto or hazelnut. Very mild smelling, doesn't smell burned or overly roasted. In fact, it doesn't smell smoky at all. All right, let's try. So there's an initial sweetness to it that's gonna hit you. Now, I ended up making this with purified water bottled water and not purified water. So again, it's very light, very crisp flavored. This is almost kind of citrusy. It's kind of interesting. It's almost kind of tangy. Might be the variety bean that they chose for it. Possibly South American, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is good. It's bold. It's tangy. It's sweet. The hazelnut flavor, the pinon flavor is going to be there. That almost amaretto flavor is going to be there. A little bit bitter on the back end. Just a little tiny bit. This is really pleasant. Honestly, for this coffee, I mean, I love just black coffees as is, and this is a nice, solid medium roast. I would probably put a little bit of flavored creamer in this, maybe some French vanilla just to sweeten it up even more, or tone it down maybe with some milk or some half and half, but it's really not that bad. It's delicious. So if you're a fan of amaretto coffees or you're a fan of hazelnut, I think this is something that you should definitely try. It's very good. Again, this is not made in large batches, so I don't know if this is going to be available all the time. But Heart of the Desert, you guys have a really good coffee made for you. It is fair trade certified. And like I said, it is Arabica style beans, so you're getting a very high quality bean and not Robusta. But definitely check it out. So my buddy that gave me this coffee, his channel is Squibload, and he's also got a channel called Squiblift. I'll put a link to his channel at the end of this video. Do check it out. He does some really wonderful coffee reviews. He does give a great perspective on what he thinks about the coffees that he tests out. So do check out his channel, like and subscribe, as well as like and subscribe to this channel, Coffee, Computers, and More. I'm hoping to bring you guys more content in the future. I know I've been lacking on this B channel. I do have an A channel that I primarily focus on. And on the B channel, I'm hoping I can bring you a bit more as we stay indoors more and drink a lot more coffee and talk a little more tech. We'll definitely be bringing you a lot more content. So anyway, guys, this is Travis, and thanks for watching Coffee, Computers, and More. Check out that Pinon coffee. I think you guys will like it. Okay, take care, have fun, be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.